My name is Angie Alonso. I'm a fourth year here at UC Davis and I study International Agriculture Development. When I studied abroad, I knew I wanted to do something related to environmental science. So as I was looking through, I saw a couple of Africa programs. I've always wanted to go to Africa. Me and my best friend just always wanted to go to Africa. So I knew I narrowed it out to the continent. I was looking mostly for agriculture science. So when I was looking into Botswana, I saw that CIEE had two different tracks. They had arts and sciences and they had public health. And with the arts and sciences, I was able to do an internship, and I knew I really wanted to do an internship, so I went with that. With UCEAP, they have a list of classes or list of courses that past UC students have taken at the University of Botswana. So that was really helpful because I was able to see the university classes at UB, but also what they would transfer to here. So I worked in the project or program development or project development, and so people would submit concept papers or proposals to us, to me and my two bosses. And so we would individually take a copy and take it home and revise it and make recommendations, just look over the concept paper, and then we'd come back and meet and have a discussion and make recommendations as a group. And then collaboratively we'd come up with like a plan or recommendations to then consult with the person who submitted the concept paper. I also helped out with monitoring and evaluation. It was very interesting seeing a different perspective to development. I got to see the perspective of the funding agency as opposed to, I was very used to taking classes and working with the community and out in the field and very hands-on. And then if you come up with a project out in the field, you then submit concept papers or proposals to the funding agency. I feel like I've gained skills that will help me in the future apply for funds. I was very used to a busy schedule here at Davis, so I was expecting that the same schedule and have a daily routine being the same thing every day. It was a much slower pace of life there, which I enjoyed. Even walking to class is very slow. You leave like 30 minutes before class, even if you live on campus, just because you walk slow and you say hi to people on the way to class, and it was nice. One of my main goals was to meet local friends and meet local people, and so I made the effort not to take too many classes or not to decline every opportunity to hang out with a local friend. And even mutual friends. My roommate had a bunch of friends who would come over to meet the American. And so that was really fun, meeting a bunch of people through her. My perspective, not only on learning, but just everyday life, was changed. Living in a developed country, living in the United States, is a skill, I guess, with just having a new perspective. I learned a lot about America while being there, how other countries view America and Americans and our culture. I learned to be much more open-minded about other cultures and to sit back and observe, and that's the best way to learn.